Welcome back to another episode of the DPCast. I am Paul.
I'm Muck Danny Dan, the rapper man.
And this is episode 28, and we've got one jam-packed episode of me and Dan coming towards you. And the only way you know what we've done, and that is by...
What's new with you?
So, Dan.
Yeah.
What's new with you, buddy, Paul? Freaking, what's been crack-a-lacking, like?
Well, beatboxing apparently. So, you know, I felt the need to beatbox the opening segment there. I was doing a bit. That wasn't a track. That was me. That was my top-notch beatboxing going on there. So, if folks were wondering. Anyway, my week. Nothing much. I just mowed the lawn. I am literally in my mowing the lawn gear at the moment, which consists of a pair of JCB trousers. I'm not wearing a JCB. It's the brand JCB, and the and a shirt and a t-shirt. But some old shit, and it was covered in grass. And now I'm talking to you, fine people. What about you, Paul?
Done. Freaking. To be honest, boy, my week has been quite well. To be honest, since the last podcast, we've had. We're still looking into that interview that we talked about with Will.
Yes. Oh.
That's still on the cards. I'm very much on the next part of it. And Dan, I've actually watched his movie. Yes, guys, he has a movie. I watched it this morning.
Oh. Rolf Harris.
Friggin' so, very funny. If we want to go and watch him, you just go and watch Prison.
That's freaking. I've watched Prison Break.
But at the same time as well is that what I did do this week, I've actually bought myself a new game. Like I got a like if Dan comes over the house, like I got a nice little setup to my living room. Like I got my own like game.
You bought yourself a new what? A give?
Yeah, give.
Yeah, you said I bought myself a new give. What was that?
A new gift.
Oh, gift.
Oh, gift. I don't even think I said gift. I think I said I bought myself a little something.
Oh, I don't know what the hell's a give. Sorry, do go on.
No, but genuinely, like, I got myself a nice little setup here. I got my gaming setup with, like, all my podcast gear in my living room, like, and, like, it sort of sectors itself off, doesn't it, Dan?
Mm.
And, like, for the last, if anybody remembers future episodes back, is where I nearly done the Inspector Clouseau of how the hell did I fall back with such ferocity off my chair and slice my arm and my leg freaking just off my table alone.
God, if anyone listened to that episode, I explained... he was assessing the situation like a bloody crime scene. This is where I fell. This is where I was expecting the little tent cards, the numbered tent cards, where the forensic people take photos of the evidence with. I was like, oh my God. It was
not a million miles away. I tell you one thing, I look like I've been fucking beaten up though, didn't I, Dan?
Yeah.
Like, I had a slice about freaking, I don't know, maybe the rough end of about 7 inches down my arm.
Yeah.
Freaking, I had freaking, like, my leg was gashed up, my freaking side, my ribs I'd caught. And all this was, right, was I had an old chair from work that was a really nice, like, it cost like about 150 quid chair from work. That slowly started escalating downhill.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, it broke, but all it had is the gas cylinder inside it just gone.
Mm.
So, me being the initiative, taking it to the next stages, I thought, hey, let's take this home. I can fix this bad boy up.
Mm.
What I did. Friggin' I did that with quite ease.
Yep.
So got it back, fixed it all up, happy days, through screw holes here, through raw plugs there.
Mm.
Well, that lasted about another year, maybe 8 to 7 months on that bracket.
Yep.
And lo and behold, my daughter came on to me one morning after I come home, played a bit of Xbox and freaking wear me out like. And literally, my daughter came on to me, hugs me, and I literally go backwards. I mean, it was like watching the Titanic go down. I mean, I watched myself go up, and then go, doof. And all I remember is literally tucking my little girl in, and as I came in, I literally caught, this is the only way I look at it. People laugh at me because naturally I had the gash, and like that would have been funny to see. But the way I looked at it, when I'd taken that brunt, Bailey, my daughter, was actually in my arms, and the brunt I would have taken would have been possibly her face, what would have been a lot worse and a lot more of a different circumstance. So literally, that's most probably why I'm mostly assessing the circumstance when it occurred. It was literally like, how? And it didn't help as well. I had my little girl's bike behind me, like I didn't have it outside because I should have had it outside since Christmas. But it was like behind us, and as I went backwards, like I caught the full entire bike, I caught the desk, and then I fell sideways into the metal bars. Oh, it was just a fucking palaver. Anywho,
And you're still
since that
making a
point-
fucking fuss about it.
Go fuck yourself. Freaking, but the same time as well is that since that point I've had this little sofa setup that I've had to kind of rearrange as I done. Like sort of like it's my old L-shaped sofa that I've had to invert on itself. And yesterday I thought, do you know what? I'm sick of this. We got Christmas coming up. I haven't got enough room for my own fucking Christmas tree in my living room the way I got my setup at the moment. I need to get a new chair. I need to get a new chair done. So I went out. I made it a mission that I was going to get a chair before my, if I was going to get finance or whatever the circumstance, I was going to get a chair today.
Yes.
So it's coming Wednesday. Literally, I got myself a lazy boy.
As you do. You don't half-ass things, do you, Paul?
Oh, to be honest, right? I get this in right. I walk in there and I'm kind of like I'm in SES and I'm sort of rolling around the place and I'm like, okay, you know what? You know, Jane goes, oh, look at this chair here, Bob. Yeah, it's kind of not what I'm looking for, you know, but it is at the same time, you know, so I'm looking for maybe a little more, less flamboyant because, like, it's a big, bulky, you know, lush pleather look to it. And I'm like there going, let's see what he's got here. I have a chat to the guy and he goes, oh, we've only got one thing here and goes right back to that fucking chair, didn't he? I'm like, fair enough. And I looked at it, I was like, okay, it's all in the sit-in. Every chair, doesn't matter how comfy it looks from the offset, you've got to sit in the fucking thing. If it doesn't sit well, it's not going to fucking work well. And naturally, Saturday, I was like, oh, this is just caressing my ass. Freaking, what is going on here? And next he just goes, this is a lazy boy. And then when he said the word lazy boy, do you know when you sort of hear that word in, sometimes it's just a branding like iPhone.
Yes.
But I look at it and you start seeing like the stitching and you start seeing like the leather work to it and you start realizing, fuck, this is actually a really top quality piece. Like, the stitching was fucking magnet. Like, it had like white stitching going up on the side of it, and you could see like the master, like how much it's worth the value that it was occurred for.
Yes.
And then I seen the actual value. He was literally like, oh yeah, and like, can I do finance on this? And like, how much is it actually? And he goes, oh, it's like £475. I'm like, okay, that's a lot of money. But I can see it's down. Like, how much is it down from? Oh, it's down from 1,200.
Oh.
Yeah, like I'm like going, can I take two? Oh, we only have the one in stock. Okay. I'll take this one, please. No problem. I got to pay it off in 10 months.
Yeah.
Literally, I had to do like a finance thing. I got to pay it off 10 months. And, do you know what's annoying about it, right? Is when they don't live, this company don't live that far away from where I located from. And
Oh, you didn't
just
go
feel
to
like
Happy Homes, did you?
No, fuck no. I went to fucking SES.
Or the one that's next door to Happy Homes. Jesus.
Oh, it's a pile of wank up there.
Oh,
Friggin'
crikey
across.
motors.
But at the same time as well, like I went there and I just thought, you know what, I just want to lob this chair in my boot and just fuck off. You know, like Big Lee can sit in it or Jane will have to lay sideways as she goes home. You know, freaking whatever the circumstance. We don't allow these chairs to go in anybody's vehicle. We only do deliveries. Fine, how much delivery? £56. When can I do this? Oh, we'll get back to you tomorrow. I literally had to phone them up today to go, hey, when do I actually, well, you know, when am I having this delivery? Oh, you'll have it Wednesday. Freaking.
You wouldn't
so
so
wait 5 days.
bugger, Paul.
I want it today, man.
You got a chair now. It's a lovely chair. You know,
Today, though,
you
Dan.
got it immediately. You know, got it on fine. You got everything you wanted. You completed your mission. But no, Paul wants it now. He wants it now.
I know, freaking like
it now.
I want it now. Yes,
But,
yeah.
yeah.
Get me the
Good boy,
Get
Paul,
me
for
my
not-
lazy boy.
Yes, good boy, Paul, for not going to Happy Homes or the shop that's next door.
Ah,
Because
yeah.
there's only one reason why it's called Happy Homes, because they all smoke bloody pot in there. But I went in there once, and it was humming of weed in there, and there was a bunch of useless buggers standing in the middle of the forecourt going, not another bugger in sight. You know, I was the only customer, and I was like, oh damn, I ain't shopping here. So I thought, I'll go to the shop next door. What did I find? Same situation there. It's like, oh my god. I swear to God, it was like a mirrored version of Happy Homes. There's two separate companies, but
Yeah.
I think they seem to have mimicked each other over the years. I don't know. But
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
Freaking, and the other note what have happened to me today is literally this day seems to have escalated down a freaking small ditch. Freaking is that?
Yeah, you called me. You were a miserable bugger on the phone earlier. Well, I think we should
Oh,
cheer up
genuinely.
Paul. I think we should all sing to Paul. Everybody, 1, 2, 3. Cheer up, Paul. It's not the end of the world. It'll be alright at the end of the day. Done. There we go. That's not bad for a off-the-cuff song, isn't it?
Yeah, I wasn't too shabby.
I was
Freaking
going
well,
to break into a bit of Willy Wonka then. Cheer up, Paulie. Give me a smile.
well, it's more pissed off with, right? Is that my phone? Do you remember that I told you that line things that occurred to my phone like months and months back?
What, when you
Like
put your
where
settings
you
on too high?
No, yeah. Remember when the settings started and it said like the set, like out of nowhere, just sort of just went lines everywhere on it,
Mm-hmm.
and like every time you done the shit, like you knocked it down in brightness and knocked it back up, it'd like be like a pair of blinds on it.
Mm-hmm.
Out of nowhere, it's fucking back,
Oh.
and I'm like, oh, so I've got in turned settings, nothing's worked this time. So literally, like I got off ultra fucking bright settings, so in the night, and I was gonna look like a fucking ultraviolet light to my face as I'm in bed, like.
Oh,
So that's good. That's going to be fun. And secondly, then I was like going to my parents this morning. I was like, hey, because I got like a load of like canvases on my wall, and like I got some new paint, like some new like little paintings on my wall as well. It's awesome. And like I wanted like another Marvel one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh man, Dad, freaking when you go down Carmarthen today now, freaking have a look in B and Bargains. If you see this one picture, what is not Spider-Man or Hulk, can you just grab it off me? Looked everywhere. Do you think they could find one? Could they help? Freaking, so I'm literally like, oh god damn, that's gone down the hill. And then I had my freaking chair then saying it's going to come on Wednesday instead of freaking possibly like a weekend or even Monday.
Oh, dear.
So it's sort of gone.
Diddums.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself, Dad. Go fuck yourself. Fucking sarcasm Dan in the corner.
Yeah. It's alright, man. I mean, yes, I feel for you terribly. It's an awful life, isn't it, Paul?
Anybody's not seeing you, freaking I'm flicking down the fucking bird.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, do you know what, alright? That, do you know, just flicking you the bird there, freaking reminding me of something I did yesterday.
Yeah.
Coming back from KFC, freaking, you know, went to order the chair and all that, and coming home, and it's fucking, there's always some bad lens that you driving past, and these bunch of kids now, you can already see what they're doing. They're fucking waving on every car, you know, fucking going past. And I turned to my daughter, my little girl, going, "Hey, Bailey, that's our fucking game, isn't it?" And she just goes, "Yeah." So I turned to her and said, "What do we do, Bailey?" At that point, they're waving at us. I literally flicked on the bird.
Birdie. Flip, rip, rip, rip.
Bailey's there laughing her ass off, going, "Daddy, that's naughty," and I'm there going, "Ah!" out of the window, like Mr. Bean saying hello to everybody.
Fair play, fair play.
So yes, that has been my eventful couple of days. Otherwise, Dan, anything else on your side, or?
Not particularly, no. I don't think. No. I think that's
Well,
it. It probably is, but I can't
no.
remember.
Dan with his lack of memes.
Yeah.
Freaking,
true.
well, on that note, Dan, freaking, if anybody wants to download this juicy goodness that me and Dan give to you each and every week, the only way you can do that is actually downloading us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and all Android podcast apps, or you could listen to us on Twitter live when we upload it each and every week, and that is just searching for at DPCasters, capital D, capital P, capital C, ASTERS, and that will get you the live tweet straight out most Wednesday night / Thursday morning in some circumstances, and you can just press play and away you go. But if you want to have a look on any other platforms, that would be on YouTube. Dan willingly enough place it onto YouTube just for the other listeners who can't make it to a podcast platform, and that is just searching the DPcast on there, and it should pop up immediately for you. We've got all our stuff, and
here he
we got
comes.
and we got some new stuff coming for you as well. Now, Dan, do you just say who I think is coming?
Yeah.
He's actually on time, is he?
He's
Ah.
on time. Bloody hell. Oh, I've
Never
got the
mind.
chills already, Paul.
Anyways, friggin', I think it's time for Old Man Hypothetical.
Welcome to the world of the hypothetical, where the only limitations are your imagination. In front of you, you see a doorway. This doorway can transport you into any fictional world you desire. Where do you go? And where do you live out the rest of your life?
So, another hypothetical done. And this one's a juicy little one. Freaking juicy little number that the old man has lobbed at us once again. I assume he is with us.
Yes, I'm here.
I don't think he can keep us alone these days, Dan. That's
Why don't you come and sit in the light for a change? It's hard to see you in the shadows there.
I don't like it over there.
Oh, okay.
I'm far enough.
Okay, that's fine.
He doesn't want to be next to intelligency, Dan.
Oh, okay.
Intelligency.
Are you for too sensitive? Actually, no, you can't be because you went fishing the other day. Unless you fished at night. Okay, never mind. No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Dan, he will kill you.
I know. I'm just
you
trying
don't
to.
fucking learn.
I'm just trying to be friendly. You know, just like.
You just...
Word of advice.
Yes.
Don't.
Oh, okay.
So let's get back to the hypothetical before he starts fucking frying your bollocks for stew.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Okay. So,
you got to pick a door.
gotta pick a
This door will take you to any universe, Mr. Hypothetical.
Any fictitious world you can imagine or you've seen on TV, movies.
Okay. So the door is open to a lot of areas. Okay. I don't know. This could go in multiple different directions from here now.
I know. I'm thinking, but everyone I think of, it's got its flaws that I wouldn't really enjoy. Like, I'm a Matrix lover,
I was just to say,
but there's so many flaws about the Matrix, and you know, like not the film, but the actual world of the Matrix. You know, would it be life sustainable? You know, like,
Yeah, just to say no. Like, if you wanted to live in the actual Matrix itself, we might as well live in the world we do right now. But in Zion itself, or even on the Nebuchadnezzar, it's a fucking shit world. Like,
I wouldn't so mind on the Nebuchadnezzar, you know, actually doing all that stuff. It'd be interesting. Yeah, as long as I had the plugs, though. I wouldn't be like to be a Zion bred
No.
thingy with no plugs and just bored.
Or just have a sex orgy freaking twice a week, like.
Yeah, well.
Freaking anybody who's not a Matrix fan and doesn't understand that code, you need to watch it. But at the same time as well is that I don't think I would go Matrix. Matrix
me neither.
seems a little too like Narnia wouldn't be a bad one. Narnia would be quite an interesting one, to be quite honest.
Never got into Narnia.
Neither did I, but you just know of the concept of Narnia, where it goes through the cupboard and you got that mythical world of like the lion, like it's pretty much the Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, isn't it?
Yeah,
To an element.
Yeah.
Isn't Narnia not a million miles away from that?
that's something like that.
The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and Narnia are the same thing, Paul.
I told you it was close.
Different titles. Different titles. What was the second one called? Prince something?
The second one was called Prince Caspian.
Ah, someone.
No, excuse me. I forget.
Now, see, it's not a bad place to literally go into. It's got a lot of playroom for the character that you might be playing. It's got the world itself.
But would we be playing a character or would we be actually living
Man,
there?
if you go into that world, I would say,
As
or you go into
now.
that as yourself, old man.
You go into it as yourself, but you could adopt a persona that lived there, I suppose.
Okay.
You'd have to eventually integrate into society, whatever society that you wish to.
Now, see, that takes a different spin on that. Because if you went to Narnia, you've already got them 3 chicken nuggets freaking roaming around the joint thinking they're the daddy big bollocks. Like, you'd have to act as that caliber. I don't think I want to be that, though. Because Matrix, it'd be normal, like, real world. The world of Power Rangers wouldn't be a bad one. Freaking, but...
Yeah, but you'd be a normal person then. Would you? There's no,
Yeah,
there's
but
not a chance that you
can
be
imagine
chosen
waking
as
up
a
every
Power
day
Ranger.
and just know, like, your job has just been destroyed because a Megazord is outside kicking the shit into it. Like, you could actually call him up going, can't come to work today, my car's crashed. How the hell's your car crashed? By a Megazord.
Same for the Transformers world.
Oh,
Michael
Transformers,
Bay
that,
came
that'll
along
do
and
my
blew up
cock
your
in.
street.
Like, you would see the inevitable end of the world with the Transformers
Oh,
world.
especially if Michael Bay was in charge of it.
I'm trying to think of a good answer for this question because there's multiple universes that you could delve your pony body into, but it doesn't make for you as a better whole. Like,
Okay, let me open it up a little bit then. I never said you had to be live action.
No, I assume it could be cartoons. I assume.
So I could be a beautiful butterfly.
Only Dan would literally finish off that sentence with a beautiful butterfly.
It's like the only
Bitty
line that's good
pala.
about the bug's life.
No, do you know what? Do you know the one? I think I'd have to go for this, and this one's a legit. One or two movies, yeah.
Yeah.
The Incredibles.
Mhm.
Going to be somewhat of a superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going into an animation.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
Toy Story.
Oh.
To become a toy.
What toy would you be?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
Saying that, it doesn't have to be a child's toy.
Well, I'm not becoming a fucking dildo. Freaking,
I was thinking more of a butt plug, but yeah.
freaking me wobbling around the fucking joint. Hey guys, I'm the dildo.
Wouldn't be that
Oi,
much of a
fuck your
step
mum.
down or a step up.
I come here, I'm always wet. She never washes me.
Oh god, fucking you as a pink dildo with your pubes covered.
I'm the one that goes.
Are you the one with the hook at the bottom?
I'm the one that twirls.
I think the ones that you can get ones that twirl and have the hook in it.
Do you know what? I always go towards one comedian that always asks. He goes, "Do you ever use sex toys in your house?" And the comedian went. He goes, "No, I'm good enough." But he goes, "I've never understood the just the termination of dildos." I went, "Why is that?" Because I've never seen my cock that can turn round in a clockwise reduction. My cock goes in and out, not fucking round and round.
What, you saying yours doesn't do that?
I'm saying no home truths.
I might need to see a doctor.
It's like Captain Hook, doesn't it? Oh, I get a funny feeling no man's getting pissed off as again.
Ooh.
Down the rabbit hole we go.
Yes.
It's becoming a theme, if I'm honest.
Sorry, old man.
I think he's starting to realise that I'm
An
actually
arse.
taking my track. Oh, god damn it. You know me so well. Stop it, you make me blush.
So, Daniel, what was your answer?
I want to go for Star Trek. No, I know I've chosen Star Trek. Star Trek for another answer as well. I think it was what team would you have to help you, or would you be involved in or something? It was another hypothetical question, but I'm not choose Star Trek, but I might choose Battlestar Galactica.
Do you know what? I think I'm going to change my answer. How can I have not thought of this one? Pokemon. I'm going to live my Ash Ketchum life. I'm gonna become Ash Ketchup. My mum's banging freaking Professor Oak. Freaking, I'm going around to live a lifestyle as a 10-year-old freaking catching Pokemon. I'm doing that to this day and age anyways. Fuck it, I'm not living a hypothetical universe. I'm already ground playing Pokemon Go 24 hours. I'm just doing it without balls. Well, that sounded wrong. First I was a dildo in Toy Story 2. Now I'm in Pokemon, can't ruin up. So I spend so many nights. How I could have done some wrong.
So, Paul, your aspiration is to become the least successful Pokemon master ever.
Oh, that sounds like one hell of a plan, doesn't it? Sounds even better when it comes out of your mouth, oh man. Say it again, genuine.
Well,
Next
your
time I can put
aspiration is to be Ash Ketchum, who
Ketchup. Thank you. Again, I don't want to become that 10-year-old that never wakes.
Yes, but your aspiration is to be like him. One of the characters that has never actually won the Pokemon League after setting out to do it. However many times he's actually done it,
I think old man's a bit of a Pokemon fan.
Oh, someone didn't go fishing. He went to play Pokemon Go. Okay.
You
sorry.
should know this about me. I know a great deal of things. I've been alive long enough.
Oh, fair enough. Forgetting that answer, he was catching magic up.
Does that explain your echo?
My echo is none of your business.
Oh, sorry. Paul did warn me not to mention
That's
the
what he
echo.
talks about to the women, right? Freaking goddamn it, Dan.
Sorry, man. I know you told me not to mention the echo, but...
Pointing out the floor in the room. God damn it, Dan.
sorry, man.
That's like looking at his wonky eye.
Okay, fine.
God, no, I said it. So, Dad, what are you picking? You picking Star Wars, yeah?
Battlestar
but it's Star
Galactica.
Trek.
Battlestar Galactica.
Star Wars is not a bad one either.
I'm
I'm definitely picking Pokemon, man. Freaking Pokemon's a legit freaking one too. I'm either becoming a dildo in Toy Story or I'm becoming the most worthless Pokemon trainer known to man.
I've chosen Battlestar Galactica because, well, not Star Wars, because I don't like the idea of an universe where planets get destroyed on a regular basis. So even though that can't happen, possibly with Cylons, but the idea of a Battlestar Galactica, they're traveling to escape Earth to go to
Maybe.
like not Earth, a planet, their home planet, to go to a brand new world and stuff.
Okay, I kinda
Actually,
like
I don't know.
Star Trek is a decent one because you could fit into a crew of Star Trek very easily. Plus, it's not. You are going to be hitting the universes, going through different universes of
Oh,
the.
yeah, that's cool. The only reason why I didn't
That'd
choose it
be
because I
cool.
chose Star Trek before, and I'm not choosing Star Trek again. So
Yeah, but you're a Star Trek nerd.
I am.
You can't take away you, Dan. Just remember you, Dan. Just remember
It's gonna
you,
be
Dan.
me. It's gonna be me.
Before Old Man Hypothetical takes that away with you with all your dignity.
Or Osmosis Jones. That's a good one to live in.
Who?
Osmosis Jones.
Who?
Have you ever heard of the cartoon?
Who?
Yeah, Osmosis
New
Jones.
Day, that's who. No, sorry, freaking you walked straight into that one. Freaking.
Oh, just you're on your own in that one.
God damn it.
But
No,
then,
no, seriously, what is that?
it's like a cartoon. It's like a white blood cell is like a cop inside a human body. The human body is like a city. It's a cartoon, it is basically. It's like it acts as if the human body is a city, and then the Chris Rock voices the white blood cell, Osmosis, I think his name is, and he's like a cop because he's a white blood cell. All that, and then a pill gets swallowed, and it's like a
Now we just made it fun.
yeah, it's a pill. He's like what kind of pill is it?
Viagra.
No, he's like a cold flu tablet or whatever he is. And he's voiced by Niles from Frasier.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and so they go around and they attack germs and stuff in the body.
Straight up with you.
And
Never
Bill
watched
Murray's in the real world. Bill Murray's the body.
it.
that
Never
they own.
seen it.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's awesome.
I believe he actually contracts a very dangerous disease after eating an egg that was.
Does indeed, yes.
Is it AIDS?
It's not AIDS. Bill Murray eats an egg that was partially chewed by a chimpanzee. If I remember correctly.
Leprosy.
Yeah, and this little virus, he's got like a hook for a weapon as part of it.
Got a hook for what?
A weapon.
All right.
And he kind of goes around
So you just
smashing
said you had a hook
important
for the
parts
penis.
of the body.
It's not a weapon, if I remember correctly. It's his finger.
It's
He has
his
an-
finger. It's his finger, yes.
We're getting very closer to his penis.
He has an elongated index finger, which he uses to prod people.
Which is voiced by Lawrence Fishburne, which is Morpheus in The Matrix.
Wow, what a star cast.
Yeah.
Freaking
It's
I
one of
need to
those,
watch
it's
it.
one
I
of
need to
those
watch it.
hidden gems. It's like you stick it on, and it's like, oh, I'll see what it's like. And then you really get really into it. It's like really well imagined out of how different parts of your body would work and stuff like
That's very intriguing. I think.
it's very good.
So yes, Old Man Hypothetical. I'm picking Pokemons because I think it makes more sense. I don't think the Toy Story toys could take a dildo. As gay as that sounds. Freaking, and I think I think Dan is gonna end up taking Star Trek. Is it?
Battlestar Galactica, I believe he chose.
Yes, the
Although-
new one, the new Battlestar Galactica. The old one's a bit too camp for my liking.
Okay. I can see both ends of it. That's pretty
Which
good.
is slightly disappointing, because I would have enjoyed seeing you die as a red shirt.
Thanks.
God, he is just not a fan of you, Dan. Just.
He's vicious.
God, he's not liking you on Facebook later on.
No. I'll get a thumbs down later.
What the hell is Facebook?
Oh, we'll get back to it.
We'll tell you later.
We'll just say it's porn. Yeah. Laugh him straight. It'll be fine. Yeah. So yeah, freaking. So Old Man Hypothetical. Literally, we'll see you next week, is it? And we will show you all about Facebook. That's gonna be fun.
I'm looking forward to it already.
Hey, we might be able to enlighten old man next week.
I very much doubt
To
it.
help you set you up with a Facebook page and everything.
Oh, can you imagine Old Man Hypothetical with a Facebook page?
I know.
Sweet mother of Jesus.
Yeah.
Hell will freeze over.
Yeah. I know.
So, yeah, see you next week.
Yeah. Bye. Why isn't he leaving, Paul? He's still there. He's just staring at me now. Don't like it. Paul? Paul? Do you want a cup of tea?
No.
Okay.
Well, guys, we have a new segment for you, and as you already heard it from the... Well, actually, you wouldn't have heard it from the jingle. The jingle's a little more subtle this time on this. It's called the Indoor Guide.
Yes, I'm thinking of
Now-
putting words into the jingle at some point, but I need to think of some awesome lyrics. So until then, it's just a pretty
A nice
nifty
retro
80s
feel, isn't it?
style tune.
Yeah.
So,
Now, let's give you an insight of what we do in this.
fuck all.
Me and Dan will literally just be on this segment where the rest of the stuff seems to have like a program system for it, where we have films, spoiler cast, and the if statement. This is not going to be so much. The Indoor Guys, every 4 weeks, is going to be something that we just talk the breeze. We just talk what we want to talk about. Any subjects that anybody wants to sort of bring to the table from Twitter or anywhere else. Just tweet us it, and we literally will have a chat about it over the period of time as well. This is a nice little testing period for me and Dan for this segment. Next couple of weeks, we will most probably have Sean on, Moomin, Will. We're even looking into a couple of other different people that you might have not heard on our podcast yet. So keep your ears open for this segment. It could hit massive with us. If it doesn't, please tell us. But in the circumstance, we're really looking to get into the next stages of this segment. And further ado,
Pretty much.
I say we
it's,
get straight into it, Dan.
Imagine a bunch of guys, or women, sitting around in the living room, just having a good old
having a
shindig
chin wag.
chat. Having a good
Yeah.
chat. Hence, the Indoor Guys. Unless it's
Yeah.
summer and we're having a barbecue. But we don't do outside. We like indoors. And with Paul's new furniture coming in, I'm sure it'll be very comfy. So,
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Well, anywho, it's freaking done. Sort of.
Yeah. So what should we talk
Where
about?
do-
I
do you
got one for you, Paul. I got one for you, Paul.
Go on, then, go on.
I was
hit me
thinking,
up, go on.
about this the other day, right? I was watching some
Yeah.
adverts,
Mhm.
and this is what grinds my gears.
Okay.
Is when corporate people try to be funny in adverts.
Okay.
It's like when you, for example, I can't remember the exact advert, but it's like a yogurt advert, and a bear starts dancing in the office, and I can just see it's like a really crappy bear rapping in the middle of like an open planned office space, like
Yeah.
call center type thing, doing a crappy rap, and I can see the workings behind this. I can see a bunch of
Yeah.
corporate arse nuts sitting around the conference table going, wouldn't it be funny if a bear came out and started rapping? And thinking, in the middle of our office, oh, wouldn't it be so...
Yeah.
All it is, just because you're little, it's funny for you because it's in your workspace.
I agree. agree.
It's not funny for us. It's lame as... it winds me up. It winds
I think
me
it's.
up.
I think what you're going towards there, right? What? Please correct me if I'm wrong on this one. I think what you're slowly going towards the direction of is that we, like, when you're trying to sell a product these days, it doesn't seem to just sell a car, right?
Yes.
If you wanted to sell a car on an advert, you should show the fucking car.
Yes.
Have you known these days that how much car adverts don't even do that? Like, sort of like it's luxurious. It has this. It has that. Show me the fucking car. You're selling a car.
Yeah.
Fucking show me it.
Yeah.
Like they look at this slender looking Puma. This Puma literally is the sexiest thing on two legs. But this thing isn't just the fastest. It's the most sleekest. I'm not here to buy a fucking Puma. I'm here to buy whatever fucking car you're trying to assume is a fucking Puma.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break. Like, firstly, like, show me the product. Very much adverts these days just don't show the fucking product.
No, it's like
it's just
in the cinema, for example. That works for car adverts. You see bloody car plastered in like CG surroundings. It's going upside down and tumble tossing through tunnels, and then it's swimming in water, and then it's in space, and it's like, how about you put the car on the road and you show me what it does? You know?
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. Genuine. I'm fully behind you.
And if you want to put a bit of humour in there, fine. As long as it's funny. If you're going to be humorous about it, But when you're advertising a yogurt, I don't want to see a bear rapping in the middle of an office. It's rubbish. It's like put it like I don't know what you could do, but I don't know. It's just that was my main point. Is like when they think it's funny because it's an in joke to them. We're not in on the joke. It's funny for them. It's not funny for us. We think you're a bunch of plonkers. So.
I think it's like every Christmas, though, isn't it? Like every Christmas, you're waiting for that fucking what's the famous advert now that always comes? It's like a clothing line advert. Is
M&S and
M&S.
Oh, and what was the other one? What was the other one? The famous one. The more uppity one. Not M&S. There's the other one. What's it called? I can't remember.
H&M, innit?
No. Something Lewis, is it?
John Lewis.
John Lewis, that's the one. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I agree with it. Yeah, I forgot about John Lewis. Now merge these two together now, right? Mm-hmm. Each and every year they plonk out a Christmas one. It's very like each and every year they've lost the spirit of what they're actually hitting the goal of. Is that let's make this Christmassy for people. It hasn't been fucking Christmassy for fucking 2 years. If I can remember correctly, last year's one was a fucking little kid looking towards the moon because he thought there was a man up there, and then the man was looking back with an actual telescope. Jimmy Savile got done for less, and this one's freaking spying down on little kids with a freaking telescope from the moon, like freaking. Genuinely.
Tell you what, like this is where advertisement is good. Aldi did a comeback to that. And they took the Mickey out of who was the one? M&S who did that one, wasn't it?
I think it was M&S.
One of them anyway. But Aldi knocked back straight away. That's the thing. Aldi's are good at making adverts because they're funny.
Yeah, they are.
It's like I don't like this, but whatever. Like they got the but it's good. It's good advertisement, and it
I agree.
It compares.
I
prices.
agree.
Great, funny, but these are uppity folk. Yeah, they're very impressive adverts, but
are they though, Dan? Like one of them was a fucking dog jumping on a fucking trampoline, like genuine. Like where's I'm slowly starting to see where's the actual Christmas element to it? Like before, they used to feel very jolly, very romantic feeling over Christmas, like a warm feeling. That's what I'm looking for Christmas.
Sainsbury's did a good one, where it was Sainsbury's. It was like a cat. That was going around. The cat is going around the kitchen. It gets up to nonsense. It accidentally trashes the kitchen, and the house catches fire. And then it sounds depressing.
That's my warm feeling.
It's a funny little cat. It's like a little animated cat. It's like
okay.
But the next morning, then the house is finished burning, and then all the community come and contribute something to this family. They bring a turkey. They and everyone comes together to give this family a nice Christmas, even though their house is nearly burned down. I was like, that was a nice little Christmas thingy, And obviously these bloody things they're bringing us stuff from Sainsbury's, of course. But it was a good one. That knocked the socks off. What's his name? Something Lewis was again? Peter Lewis.
John Lewis.
John Lewis and M&S. Those pretentious ones. And you got this nice little Sainsbury's advert. Oh, there we go. That's a nice one. It's not it's a bit over the top, but it was nice.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Freaking there's elements that are just overpowered these days by the advert industry. It's just too much, Dan. It really is. It's just, to be honest, it's getting boring as well. Like adverts these days, right? You just can't wait for them to be over so you can watch your stuff. That is mostly due to the factor, though, of our online demand service that has now become such a massive factor that there's not many adverts or adverts at all. And if you are watching an advert, you are kind of doing it in your own leisure, not waiting for a 5-minute advert to finish off with.
Yeah, with the other thing is TV nowadays, it's usually the case that you wind through them anyway. The only time I ever really watch an advert is if I'm forced to watch an advert to watch something else, like on YouTube or 2BTV. Plug. 2BTV, check it out. But
agree. Well,
actual
Jude-
mainstream TV adverts are the gosh darn worst. You know.
I think that's what's making YouTube so bad right now, is that naturally the amount of adverts that are on YouTube is what most probably is giving it such a TV vibe. And that's most probably what's giving it a bad name on top of it too.
Yeah.
Because you look at on-demand, you shouldn't need to have adverts for it.
Yeah.
But yet we have it in such a higher standard, and you can you can place adverts in when it's not even needed, and I'm not gonna lie to you, it's fucking just so lethargic. I mean, it's fucking does my nut in every single time that there's one there. You're like, huh, okay, time to have a piss break, or time to go freaking take a coffee. You're never there going, oh, the adverts. I love the adverts.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
It's not
yeah.
something we enjoy watching, is it? Yeah. But to my original point, I think, like with the corporate humor thingy, I think corporate humor is funny to corporate people.
Yes.
It's like,
Totally
keep
agree.
it to yourselves. I don't want to see that. You know, it's like
Yes.
their sense of humor is in jokey. It's like, where serious business wouldn't be funny if we did this. And if I'm honest, we work for Travelodge. They've done it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
they
with the
have.
bloody teddy bears and shit like that. You know,
Oh, fuck it, Doc. That was such a...
Wouldn't
like,
it be
on-
funny if it was the C squad, like Z for sleeping? Yes. Oh, did you get it? Yeah.
It was
yeah,
so
get
bad
it.
though, Dan,
Shut
wasn't
up.
it? Like there's elements like where we see it as you suggested now with our own company. Like,
But to be
fuck,
fair,
it's
they
so
have
frustrating.
admitted that was the wrong move back in the day, and the guy since has been sacked. So
Yeah.
the guy in charge.
Oh, yeah, it just makes like, and they still got the fucking posters for it somewhat though. It's,
Oh
I-
yeah, they
I
got the
don't
puppets
understand.
now, haven't they?
Yeah, it's like
Which
they've
are-
gone from teddy bears to fucking puppets.
Yeah,
I mean,
they've gone
where's
back to
the,
the same. They got the bloody
really,
Travelodge
where's the
song,
fucking difference?
which is funny to
Yeah.
Travelodge people up in head office. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
let's make a
totally.
song to do with Travelodge. Oh, isn't it funny?
They must really
No.
go around singing it.
Yeah.
Literally, like what we have to deal with at desk is such a different caliber. But hey, we're not mourners here.
No.
Hey, on another note, I want to kind of change it up a little bit here now. Right? I want to take it on a different U-turn.
Okay.
Now, I want to go more on the perspective now, right? Knowing like this, the industry that we're in right now, with the circumstance of North Korea acting the way it is,
Lovely people,
and
lovely
test
people.
it. Lovely people,
Love
but
to
at the
pop
same
in
time, as
for a
well as
cup of
that.
tea sometime.
Did you see like that missile thing that occurred only a few days ago?
Yeah.
Like that it actually went over North Japan and basically landed in the sea.
Yep.
And like, to me, like that's way too close. That's testing the boundaries of where how much their layers are actually there for. And you're slowly starting to see like how really close we are away from war. That slowly gets to my next point, is that, have you noticed an escalation at the moment, right, on like UFO activity around the areas of knowing like we are inevitably really close to either a civil war in America or an actual world war with North Korea?
What's that got to do
And-
with UFOs?
I'm just saying like how much we've seen it in a more expansion over the last 3-4 months. Well, this has been really escalating. UFOs have been coming like, do you know when you see a UFO, right?
Yeah.
Every time you go and see a couple of videos, right, they're always like, oh, it was a little blur, or you see a couple of lights.
Yes.
Last 3-4 months now, these ain't been like, I've seen a light, I've seen this.
Yes.
You're seeing like really, really shit hot footage. What really can't go to you and go, oh, I believe in the God Jesus Christ, baby, because there is no something beyond our earth. Freaking no. Genuinely, like for the last 3 months, Dan, everybody's turning a blind eye to the stuff that is occurring around this earth, and it's really been very much more noticeable. And I've noticed with shocking events like what has occurred over the years, we've seen an eventful more impact on a UFO base.
Yes.
I don't know how much that has a level to do it, but it has noticed me. There was a video came out only a few days ago. I watched a very good YouTuber. Now, obviously, when you say YouTube, you're going to go, oh, Paul, it's fake. No,
Don't believe what
this,
you see on the internet.
That exactly. Now, naturally, this guy is a UFO chaser. Like this guy will pick up videos that people send him. He is a proper go check out his
Running
channel,
around the field
you'll
with a
see what I
butterfly
mean.
net kind of guy.
No, he isn't that kind of like this guy is like he's called Secure 10. If anybody's actually heard of this guy, he's actually quite legit. I mean, like, there's no fucking about with him. He'll tell you if it's a load of shit or not. And I kind of like that. He doesn't like sort of just go, you know, oh my god, did you see this one? It looks amazing. You know, freaking none of that horse shit. It's straight up. He's like, right guys, I'm posting a video just to fucking shut you all up. Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, don't listen to this shit. Like, that stuff here is crap. That stuff here is actual legit footage. Check this out. Don't be looking at that crap to your right.
Yeah.
But anywho's, getting back to the subject here now. He put up somebody sent him a video a day back. Dan, it was the most weirdest footage I think I've ever seen. And even he was like flabbergasted. Now, this is the kind of guy who actually has now 1 million followers on YouTube. He has a steady base of videos each and every day. I think normally like maybe 1 to 2 videos a day. That's how much footage he can filter through on him. But the latest one he shoved up was of an actual blurred like black image that actually cloaked midair. Like, this is not like sort of now just going, oh look, it's gone, oh look, is that a little bird in the sky? This was an actual, like, it's hard to describe it. It's like, think of something that looked quite like it couldn't be described as a drone, it couldn't be described as a balloon, it couldn't be described as a plane because it was sitting there.
Yeah.
Every factor of what they must probably could describe it as something beyond this earth, or something of this earth, it couldn't be that.
Yeah.
And then you actually watch it cloak. You either watch it cloak or you watch it warp. When I'm not 100% sure of either character or what had occurred, but you actually see at the very end when it completes full 100% cloaks or vanishes, you actually see a blurt of like light that comes from it, and just
Or like a lensing of light kind of thing that goes around the cloak.
yeah, lens. It kinda, but this looked more like a plasma charge. Do you know, like a plasma charge that would literally go like in a? Do you know, like when you have like a camera flare that would literally go like, but instead of actually blurring out in like a flowery effect, it went up in like a sort of like a spear effect from it.
Okay.
If obviously captured in a certain point, you must probably see it like sort of like a spear of light just coming straight from the pinnacle point. But it was split seconds. You could see it like sort of like pump gone, you know, and it was there. But you could see it actually cloaking. I will try and, if anybody's interested in this, please tell me. I'll post up on the Twitter so you guys can actually see this channel. I'd love to post a security team in it. This guy puts amazing footage out. I love talking about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And as I said,
Well, I think it's either down to 2 things.
Okay, go on. Hit me.
It's either Old Man Hypothetical, because he's a weird son of a bitch. I don't know what the hell he gets up to when he's not here, or it's Batman.
You with your Batman again,
I
Jimmy?
know, I'm telling you, dude. Batman goes deeper than you think.
Whoa, no, right. Before we get into it, because like we're not making a massive long episode this one. You know, we to be honest, we're going to be teetering off before long here now. But I do want to hit on this little tidbit point here now. Right?
I'm sorry. Go back to serious. I'm sorry.
No, Dan.
Yeah,
Seriously,
you-
this is really goes back on something you talked about.
Okay, right.
Dan done the random hypothetical. We did it for jokes and laughs. Freaking, I didn't expect Dan to come out with it, and I don't know when he comes out with Jesus is Batman.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Right? Random shit. Genuine, you couldn't put that in a quote if you fucking tried, and then he put a fucking Dan described of why Jesus would be Batman. So lo and behold, now we had our good friend Sean. He was rolling through Facebook, and he found a fucking image of, I shit you not, a fucking like a sort of fuck, I can't even describe the
It was
guy.
kind
He
of
looked
like,
like sort
as
of
if someone had made this picture with a red pen, like
Yeah.
a doodle, but very good. You know, like a red
But, like,
biro
had-
type thing.
Yeah, but
And
didn't
it
have,
had,
like, sort of like
it had a man in the background crucified on the cross with the
Yeah.
Batman emblem scorched into his chest, and
Yeah.
a hooded figure holding up the bat cowl in front of it.
Yeah.
And it was quite dark, and all in
It
red.
was really dark.
Yeah.
And like genuinely, Sean like messaged me. Like I woke up to like sort of like a barrage of messages and like going through my WhatsApp, and I was like, okay, and Sean was like, Paul, you coming online? Because like Ark had been on the day. I was like, yeah, coming online. And next he goes, look what I found on Facebook, and I'm like, what the fuck? Generally, like I sent it straight to Dan. Like, not even Dan could get his head around it. Like it was a fucking weird picture, wasn't it?
It is a strange coincidence, isn't it? It was
Like,
implying like,
literally-
it was kind of like a biblical type interpretation of Batman being unmasked and
Yeah.
he was crucified on the cross in the background and stuff. It's like, Didn't I mention that Jesus was Batman? Dan's always right. Always listen to Dan. See,
Yeah, to be honest, I gotta give you a thing on this one. Like, genuinely,
Oh, it was
I
just
know
a
you
coincidence.
pulled-
I can't
you-
take credit
you
for it.
pulled you pulled it out your ass, freaking. But at the same time as well is that it worked for the segment, and it worked even more since it actually has some fan theory towards it. What blindsides me. Anywho's.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk much on this thing. We are inevitably going to have more people on this segment. There's going to be a lot more expansive and a lot more things to talk about. We're going to have Sean coming on now. Sean comes from a naval background, so that's going to be quite interesting. He has a very interesting topics to talk about, like the Illuminati and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have him
And we
on to
got
talk about
games
these kind of
too.
things. Yeah,
We got games to play. Not Jenga.
Yeah,
or anything
and we
like that. I
got-
mean, like games that you can hear and have fun
we
with.
got actually. I want to tell the game is the Wheel of Voices we have, where we're going to be doing random quotes of different actors that maybe wouldn't do these kind of quotes. But it's not just going to be me and Dan. Now, over the most probably the couple of months, you've noticed me and Dan do a couple of the voices.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we inevitably going to do one to them, but it's going to be quite funny to see if Sean, Moomin, Will might be able to do a couple of
And
these
the
voices.
most fun, I think, the part that I find most fun, because I'm a sadistic sod, is that you can't choose which voice you want to do. Like Paul there can do an
He's a
Arnie
proper
impression
spin
or a Yoda impression.
Ah,
You can't
yes.
choose what voice you got. You get the wheel chooses for you, and even if you can't do that voice, you have got to do that voice, even if you're crap at it. So. Fuck. Oh, bless.
Oh boy.
Oh, hi, everybody. But, anywho's, that's going to be for another Indo, guys.
Yes.
As I state, it's going to be a lot better in time.
I've got to
Please give it a
construct
bit
the
of a-
wheel. So I've got to.
Yeah, we got a lot of play emotions to go.
Yeah.
But before we do end up leaving, we've normally got one thing that you guys are slowly getting around to listening to each and every week on our podcast, and that is beep. Done.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Dan's Jokes. Now then, I got 3 more jokes for you all now. Are you ready, Paul? Are you ready?
Hit me with them, boy.
Are you ready,
Hit me with
listeners?
them,
Are you
Investor.
ready, listeners? I am assuming you said yes. So, here we go. How does Moses make his tea?
Go on.
He brews it. I'm serious. That is really how he does it.
So poor. But go on. Next,
Okay, next joke.
Go.
Jimmy Savile, Rolf Harris,
Yes.
and Stuart Hall walk into a pub in Ireland. Barman says,
Yeah.
"Not you, tree again." I should do that more. Not you, tree again. There we go. That's a better Irish accent.
Oh my god.
I just
Go
realised,
on,
who's
add it
Stuart
in.
Hall?
Stuart Hall?
Yeah,
I'm not sure that.
Oh.
Freaking the other one to pick the jokes.
I know. I scoured the depths of the internet for these jokes. Right then, last joke. Well,
Yeah,
it's
go
more
on.
of a statement, really. It's more of a thought.
Okay.
When Jehovah's Witness die, does God pretend he's not in?
I love that one. Anyways, guys, that is it for Dan's jokes this week. Now, if you do want to listen to more of Dan's jokes and any more of our coming segments over the weeks,
I'd
You
say
know
that's
where to
debatable,
download us.
Paul. I don't know if people want to hear more of Dan's jokes.
yeah, they do. But if you do want to do it, you know where to get us from. That is on iTunes, SoundCloud, and all Android podcast apps by just searching what, Dan? Go on, Dan. What did we just got to search?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening. DPCast?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Now, by just searching that
DPCast.
DPcast, literally you can download all our podcasts and just even going onto YouTube. Dan listens on YouTube. You can listen to it on there, even if you don't have a podcast app to do it on. And that is just searching the DPcast as well. But if you want to get it live, as I've stated in the podcast, just go on to our Twitter. It is live each and every Wednesday night, Thursday morning bracket. And you can just click a button and you get it played straight away, baby. And that is just by searching the DPcasters, capital D, capital P, capital C, ASTERS. And that will give you all our juicy goodness each and every week. So just give us a like, a follow, and a good old
Subscribe.
Put a little heart on, on Twitter. Because we're nice like that,
Yeah.
Anywho's.
Man, you
Dan?
caught me off guard by introducing me to your plugs then. Usually when you start plugging, I leave it to you. I switch off. I have a little smoke in my pipe, have a little drink. And then all of a sudden there was a little question. I was like, what? What was the question? DPCast?
Well done.
Yes.
That's been us another week, boy.
Yeah. No, I want to try and extend it even longer.
No.
No. We won't do that.
Say goodbye, Dan.
No, goodbye. Goodbye, listeners. I love you all.
It's been another week from you guys. Ciao for now.
May the Lord be with you. Or whatever religious deity you follow.
For God's sake.
Goodbye.